But every time she looks at me with those big, innocent eyes, all I can think about is every shitty thing I've ever done, and I think, I don't deserve that kind of love. I guess my question is, do you think it's too late for me?
What?
I mean, am I just doomed to be the person that I am? The person in that book? It's not too late for me, is it? It's not too late. Diane, I need you to tell me that it's not too late.
Bojack,
I need you to tell me that I'm a good person.
Aren't you excited?
No. I don't know. I don't care about that.
You said you wanted a job.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
You were born broken. That's your birthright.
And now you can fill your life with projects, your books and your movies and your little girlfriends, but it won't make you whole.
You're Bojack Horseman. There's no cure for that.
And one day, you're gonna look around and you're gonna realize that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. And that is the loneliest feeling in the world.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts. Today we have a little bit of a different style of video. I wanted to put a little bit more effort and thought into today's video. I've been thinking about this one for over a month now. I have pondered it with myself. I've talked about it with my friends. I've talked about it with my family as well. And I wanted to script it. I have like a script written on my computer, but I can't read off a script, guys. One downfall I have. If I need to make notes, I will make notes, but I cannot do a script. I am going to read you a little blurb of something I did write, though, because it just gives me a good guide into going off the noggin for the rest of the video. And that is, why do good people do bad things, and why do bad people live good lives? It's simple, really. Good and bad people do not exist. We are people who constantly make good or bad decisions, and Bojack is a perfect example of this. Even though inherently him and his decisions suck, he constantly struggles to make new relationships, and for one good reason. He can't let go of his past, and he can't move on. Now, this video isn't giving you an excuse to make shitty decisions and simply move on from it, but I hope this video can guide you to understanding that good people do in fact make shitty decisions. And when you hurt someone, you cannot expect forgiveness, but you can work towards learning from your mistakes and becoming better for your future relationships. That's the main part. Forgiveness should never be expected, but only appreciated. And I think we can all learn from this. So now with Bojack, one very, very, very clear thing in the show is, and I put clips in this video so you can kind of see what I mean. He grew up in a home where he was already a burden to begin with. And because he was not taught, and how could he have been, appropriate coping skills, and he was not ever praised for anything more than his accomplishments on screen, I feel like he specifically had a very hard time thinking he was at all a good person, and he brought all of the negative feelings he had from childhood into quite literally every new relationship he had moving forward. Now, when I say that, why do bad people live good lives? I want you to think of someone, an ex, a parent, a person that very, 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 very much hurt you on a very deep level. And you check back in on their lives. And you see other people that maybe you were friends with still supporting them. You see like, when you check them back in, you see them living like a good life. Like you see them happy, you see them smiling, and you wonder why this is. The main reason is because we can't be a good or bad person. Like, I truly don't believe that good or bad people exist. We are people who are trying to live good lives. There are some evil people, don't get me wrong, out in the world, but for the most part, the average person out there is trying to live a good life for themselves. So if you see a person in your past that has hurt you, make an awesome relationship with someone new in their life, you have to understand that that person is not bringing the past mistake into the new relationship. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, there are people that emotionally cut off their past trauma, emotionally cut off any bad decisions they've ever made, and never learn. But there are also some people who see mistakes that they have made and choose to do better and not make that mistake again, but not carry the guilt and shame from the bad mistake into the new relationship. That was a lot. We're going to get kind of more into it and what I mean, because I think that what I'm saying can be very contradictory as well, and I understand that, but I want to explain kind of my point of view with this a bit more. When we get into a new relationship with someone, friendship, romantic, whatever it may be, there's always kind of this feeling, won't they like me? Always going to be this. And if something they do triggers you to think about a past relationship where you were abandoned, you did something crappy, you yelled at someone, like whatever it may be, you can't necessarily bring that feeling into the new relationship because that person doesn't know your past. This was something that when moving to Austin, I realized that no one here and no one that I became friends with out here has had any preconceived notions of the way I acted before. Like they don't know the way I was 3 years ago. Whereas all my friends in LA, they know who I was 3 years ago. And there are some past mistakes in there where they're like, you could definitely hold that over my head, don't get me wrong. But the people in my life now in Austin, I am choosing to not bring this same bad habits into these relationships. And I'm trying to be better for my friendships and relationships out here because I understand that my life is not determined on my past mistakes. Your life is not determined on your past mistakes. It's how you act moving forward. But hypothetically, let's say you meet someone and you hurt them, and it's someone that you accidentally hurt. You said something, you did something that really, really hurt their feelings. You cannot always expect people in your life that you have hurt to forgive you. This is something that I've really, really, really had to learn. Not everyone in your life, if you hurt them, wants to be forgiving of your mistake of hurting them. And you have to be okay with that. You have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and move on. That's why I said forgiveness should never be expected, only appreciated. You can apologize as many times as you want, but if you are not making an effort to be better, like Bojack in a lot of his relationships, aka why Diane left at the end saying, I can't have you in my life anymore because number one, you're dragging me down, but number two, you're not making an effort to get better for yourself either. And so when you hurt someone, you can never expect them to forgive you ever, but you don't need to carry that trauma into the new relationships that you make. Is that all I had to talk about? It's just kind of like a weird, like, Bojack in and of itself too, I think really beautifully handles mental illness without romanticizing mental illness. You never see Bojack's life as something that you want to live, but for example, Penny, if you watch BoJack Horseman, Penny is the girl, spoiler warning, that Bojack literally tries not to sleep with, but it's his friend's daughter who is 16, who he almost sleeps with as a 50-year-old man, horse. And Penny, when she later sees him in shows, when she later sees him doing well in his life, she gets very upset because why is someone that hurt her doing well? I can very much relate to this, not with an old man, but in my life, dealing with especially like sexual trauma and someone who has done something very bad to me. Seeing them living their lives now and like girls still wanting to date them and them like having a lot of money and still being able to live the life that they want to live while I have to sit here and live with the trauma of what they did to me seems unfair. It really, really does. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I don't even know if he's really happy with his life. He's just appearing to be happy. And And so we really cannot base people's goodness or badness off of the decisions they make, because for the new people in his life, he might be a good person. But to me, he will always be that bad person. This video is feeling very incoherent, and I'm really scared to even edit this because I don't want to sound like I'm not making sense. And I was so excited to film this video, so I'm a little bit worried right now that this video did not make sense. But I guess I'm just trying to say, like, if you can learn to not bring your old experiences into your new relationships, you have a chance to redeem yourself from making bad decisions. Not to say continuously make bad decisions, but you can make bad decisions and still be a good person to the new people in your life. And bad people, or good people, can also make bad decisions, and you can switch your view on them very, very quickly. But to new people in their lives, they will also seem good. You know what I mean? So you can very easily be swapped with the way that you choose to carry your trauma throughout your life and carry your past decisions throughout your life. So yeah, I'm worried now because I feel like that didn't make sense. I really hope it did. I'm really hoping that this video is coherent enough that it makes sense. But yeah, this is the most unsure I've been about a video. Maybe I'm never gonna fuck scripting a video. I'm never scripting a video ever again. I'm never gonna try to script a video ever again, because things just work better when I just talk about them, not try to plan them out. So maybe this was just a learning lesson, and I'm still posting this video. I'm gonna post this video anyways, because I think that there is an important message in it, and I want to try to make more videos where I put more effort into it. And like, I want to talk about media analysis too, because I love watching stuff, and I love reading about stuff, and I love listening to music, and I want to not introduce my channel more towards that side of like my philosophies about stuff, but I do at the same time. So if you like the idea of this video, give it a like. If you understood where I was trying to go, maybe this is just a flop and I need to learn from my mistakes. So I'm posting this anyway. I don't give a fuck, because maybe someone can get something out of this. But if you understand where I'm trying to go, let me know, please, and thank you. Because I'd appreciate that. I really would appreciate that. Much love. And I will talk to you in the next one. I'm already tired. I'm already tired for the night. And it's only 3:48. I'm going to go to bed soon, literally. I'm exhausted. But I think I'm going to start Handmaid's Tale. Ooh. I want to start Handmaid's Tale because I want to see how similar it is to our lives now and get freaked out. All right. I'm going to edit this, post it, get it done. Happy Sunday. Sorry again if this was not the video you guys were looking for, but much love. Bye. Bye.